Hello and welcome to the PyroSign video guide. This guide will walk you through how to add, edit, manage, and delete the displays you have connected with PyroSign. Let's get started. To access the display manager, go to the left bar and click Displays and then click All Displays. At the top of the screen, you'll find the main controls for managing your displays. New Display, click this button to create a new display. This will take you to a setup screen where you can configure the details and assets for your new display. Trash Items. This button lets you trash all selected displays you have in the manager. You can select the displays you would like to trash by clicking the checkbox next to the display. Below the main controls, you'll see a list of your current displays. Each display card provides key information and management options. Location, the physical location of the display, for instance, Japantown Peace Plaza. Creator, the user who created the display, noted here as PyroSign user. The date the display was created. Status, the current connection status of the display, such as not connected. Each display card includes several actions you can perform, such as edit, click this link to modify the display's settings and assets. Duplicate, use this option to create a copy of the display, which can then be customized. Trash, move the display to the trash if it's no longer needed. You can restore it later if necessary. At the top right of the display list, you have options to manage the visibility and order of your displays. Filter. Click this button to open filtering options, allowing you to narrow down the list based on specific criteria. Order. Use this button to sort the display list according to different attributes, such as name or creation date. Search. Enter keywords in this field to quickly find a specific display. If you have multiple displays, use the pagination controls at the top and bottom of the list to navigate between pages. To view your trash displays, click on Displays and then click on View Trash. Here you'll be able to restore or permanently delete your trashed items. To do so, click on the checkbox next to the displays you wish to delete and then click on Actions button at the top. Clicking Delete Items will permanently delete your displays. Clicking Restore Items will restore your displays back to the display manager. Okay, now that you know how to manage your displays, let's move on to creating one. Begin by clicking New Display at the top or Add New under Displays on the navigation to the left. This will bring you to a page where you can enter in information about your display. For simplicity, we've created a display for descriptive purposes and will be using it moving forward. On entering the page, you'll be presented with fields. Let's go through each one so that you have a firm understanding on what each does. You'll be able to name your display here, for example, Lobby Display. Description. Use this field to provide a brief description of your display. For example, show our specials and menu. Location. Select the location where this display will be used. In the example, it is set to Japantown Peace Plaza. Settings section. Time zone. Choose the time zone for your display. This ensures that any time-based content is shown at the correct local time. Here it's set to Los Angeles. Scale X-axis percentage. Adjust the scaling of your content horizontally. A value of 100 means no scaling. Scale Y-axis percentage. Adjust the scaling of your content vertically. A value of 100 means no scaling. Assets section. This is where you manage the content that will be displayed. Name. This column lists the assets attached to the display. Assets can include images, videos, audio files, YouTube assets, websites, and documents. Duration in seconds. Specify how long each asset should be displayed. For example, each asset here is set to 5 seconds. Mute. For video or audio assets, you can choose to mute the audio. Remove. Click the X button to remove an asset from the display. To add new assets, click the Attach Asset button to select existing assets from your library. Click the Create Asset button to upload new content directly. If this display were connected to a player, it would tell you what asset is currently playing. To skip to another asset in the queue, simply click on the asset's thumbnail. This will cause the player to skip to that position in the queue and play the desired asset. To preview your display, click on the Preview Display button that can be found on the top of the page. Don't worry, this will not publish to any active displays. Deploy section. Display status. Toggle the status to enable or disable the display. Move to trash. If you no longer need this display, click here to delete it. Save button. Once you've made all necessary adjustments, don't forget to click the Save button to apply your changes. Workspaces section. Here you can assign a workspace to this display that'll limit access to it. For example, Global indicates that this display is part of the global workspace, which is the default workspace that is accessible by all unless limited in the user's permissions. Player information section. This section provides information about the player attached to your display. The information can include the operating system running the display, the browser being used by the display device, the type of device running the display, the screen resolution that the player attached to your display supports, when the display was last connected, the most recent contact time with the display, current connection status. And that's it. Now that we've gone through on how to add, edit, manage, and delete displays, you'll be able to manage displays with confidence.